We're going to be learning about using a fish method to get out of wrist locks. So if somebody grabs your arm cross...
Or wrist holds.
Wrist holds, sorry. Somebody grabs your wrist crosswise, so your right hand, my left hand, or vice versa. You would do the fish, you swim in, swim up, get my wrist bent, and then you're going to turn your hand around. And then from here, you're going to, not instead of finding my arm, you're going to try to get rid of that wrist.
Okay.
So in quick.
Oh no! He's
now
this is like a weird self. Yeah, that's just weird.
It is recording, by the way.
Okay, good. This is a modification for fish. So instead of doing fish where he circles from the outside or towards the pinky over, this is just going to be high noon, which means that he's going to be stagnant, but he's going to bring his hand up to his ear. Do it again. So gripping as hard as I can, his arm actually is only having to fight one phalange, or my thumb. I digit.
No effort at all.
So hear that? No effort at all. So same thing happens. It is two hands. He'll do one at a time. If he does, so do one at a time. If he does two at a time at the same time, what he'll find is he actually will start rocking his body. He'll get a little off balance. See how he's got to fight? So when he does one at a time, he actually can swing his belt buckle to that arm, so kind of turn your hip towards Rana as Well, that's kind of like, it's kind of fever, yeah. So here, grab. So it's kind of just stepping to isolate that arm. Does that make sense?
Step. Okay.
So, there you go. So this will be high noon. So high noon, he does one at a time. So here's the grab. So instead of step, you can think of just turn your hip.
Okay.
Turn your hip in. There you go. And from the other side. Okay? High noon. Good. When you do
Keep them both.
There you go. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and move your hip with it. So here, grab me. So, big guy. Oh my God! So it's pull up, cover, and then pull up, and as I turn this hand in, swag.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So just like boxing, the difference is your open palm, it's like a right hook.
I should probably do nice and slow one face.
There you go.
First.
And then there you go. And if you're comfortable with it, as soon as this is up and this is up, this will come out, block whatever, and that's the your nuclear warhead right there. Okay? Questions?
No.
All right, get it. So for shark bite, I'm sitting up. He hip bumps, picks one arm, both hands, pull elbow in. And it's just that way I can't support myself. He traps his foot, so I can't support myself. He's gonna roll between his shoulder and his ear. Coming right up. Second piece for shark bite is hug the monster. He goes a hip bump. I don't move. He sits right back down, reaches up, pushes his feet, pushes down, right back into where we were. This is much serious. So he's going to grab an elbow, right back into shark bite, roll, same principle. Snake bite, choking. One hand comes over for the wrist, the other one pushes the tricep in, traps the foot, picks his hip straight up, ball in the head, crack my dome. Shark bite, snake bite. Questions?
You can do is squat down a bit just so you make yourself like a rock or a stone that just doesn't move.
There you go.
Now, would you be able to keep your balance if I was to sort of fully start coming back?
I don't know. Let's try.
Good.
And with super base, sometimes you won't be stagnant. So I'm gonna grab you. Sorry, let's touch my face. And so you might have to take a couple steps in order to find it. So I can pull you. There you go. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So do that one more time, just on film. There you go. The next one is the same thing as super base. He's going to push you. Basically, he's going to bring your hands up to your body. He's going to push you, so you're going to drop down. Unless your weight to be your back leg. So push her. There you go. Good. Now, get him.
Oh.
Good. What the Good balance. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Ready, Miss Kiki?
Okay.
Make me gyrate. I grew up in the 90s at Mark Wahlberg.
Shove.
Should I use that?
Pop.
So now explain the difference to him as far as shove and pop, or to her.
So the difference, you want to experience that a little bit? Okay, you take it. So the difference between a shove and a pop is a shove comes with a bit of momentum that you keep pushing off onto. A pop, on the other hand, comes without a push, it comes with a shove, and as soon as the impact is done, you kind of let go. So in real life speed, you kind of close to it. It looks like a shove, where there's a push, your arms continue moving, compared to a pop.
And on the pop, you can see my whole head gyrate. Okay, tongue gets slapped up, my teeth clank when I watch it. I do a pop. Closed. Think of it like a car door. So it's closed, you gotta get that quick little push. There you go. Does that make sense? So when you do the pop, don't use these guys, use that. When you hit your fingers to do the pop, you give me too much cushion, there's no cushion there. Your target will be just outside of the range of the shoulder. Okay? That will get most of the momentum, get my head jarred. That's what you want. Okay?
And the first time I...
So, Miss Katie, so sit and spin. Sit and spin is, Miss Katie is a bully, I get pushed down, and, do I set up? So, no, do I set up? Go ahead. I'll put you back to the audience. So, this is designed that I need to get up. I don't want to take if I don't have to, I don't want to take the fight to the ground. So what we do is, I'm actually going to sit just like this. One hand is out, my foot's curved in. This foot is pointed directly at her. This hand's up. So, as she tries to get around me or kick me, I'm just using this, I'm going to kick her shin. If I'm comfortable, this is the foot that's going to plant. I have more leverage and more weight that I can really kick and get distance. If she tries to run around me, I just follow her. There's no, again, if she gets too close, I'm going to kick. I'll stay back because I will kick.
Yes, you will.
Again, once they get far enough range, this is no longer an option. Put this down, this back leg can come up and still kick. The design of it is when it kicks, you take this, come up to your knee, then up to your hand, and then you're up again. But it's designed to give you a fence or a wall the entire time. So you want to try? So she gets pushed down. Where's your foot going to point? Up on your hand. Up on your hand. Bend one foot. Put your behind on the ground. So you can like this. Curl this in. There you go. This is the foot where you're going to switch feet. Switch hands. Switch hands. Bring that hand up to cover. There you go. So control the kick. Now, keep distance. There you go. Further distance. Now use your back foot. No. You're just planted. Now bring your hip up and kick. There you go. Come back and reset. There you go. Follow me. Follow me. Switch your hands if you need to. There you go. When you go to kicking with your back leg, kicking with your back leg. That's your back leg. Swing your leg back and drop and get up on your knee. Swing your leg back and get up on your knee. There you go. Keep your hand up. Get up on your knee. Get up. There you go. Okay. All right, you're up. That's good.
You guys play.
Oh, no, he didn't talk to me.
Oh, no.
All right. Matt, you probably want to be on that side.
Can't really see what's going on over here.
All right, sorry, here.
Always put you back to the audience.
Love you.
On one hand, when the knife is at you, on one hand is hitting the back of the wrist, essentially right there, right above the joint where it folds, and this one on the back. You're causing the wrist to bend in, And the hand doesn't have the ability to hold on anymore because it causes the tendons to release and essentially the knife to fly out. Want to try one more time?
Good. Do it real time. So the print, and just so you know, this is a pellet gun. There is no
Is that the
air and everything else. The safety's on. I got the hammer. I'm gonna try. So the game is that I can pull the trigger as soon as I see him move. Okay. Camera doesn't lie. Ready? Hey.
Sorry, I didn't know you were considering.
Try it. So the game is you can pull the trigger as soon as you see him move.
Is your finger okay?
That's fine.
So now teach him.
Same concept as the knife. One thing is, we didn't talk about this in the knife, but in either case, you kind of want to keep your hands about where the weapon is.
Just kick it.
That will keep you ready to go instead of having to bring your arms all over here
Or down.
or down. And it's the same concept. So you cross and then cross at the same time. You keep that going, and then you pull it out, step back.
You ever shot a firearm?
Yeah, not very much, but I have shot.
For revolvers and semi-automatics, a little bit different. This is called an automatic. It's semi-automatic. In order to get clear. A-Flow, not the Geico or Progressive Group. There you go. Put it clear. Learn by watching you. So trebuchet. There you go. Good. 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 Are you comfortable, right? If you move, I pull the trigger? Yeah. Okay. There's no air.
So make sure.
When you, as soon as his hand moves, start bringing the hand to the side, one side. It doesn't matter which way you go. You probably want to bring it to the side, since that's the side that's your dominant hand. So this hand moved up, you stay stagnant. Does that make sense? I will not jack the hammer. There you go! I think I got it up your ear. So, show us how to do a guillotine. So, two things. So, when he has me, whichever direction that the primary arm, which is where my throat is going to be, is going to get pushed. Right now it's at the center. He's going to push it to the other side of his armpit. So, when I'm here, his hand's at his navel, he's going to push his hand to the other side. Okay? The last piece is when he pushes the other side, he's going to bring this hand, that wrist, to this opposite shoulder. With no thumb. Tap. With no thumb. So it's very shows. So C grip compared to monkey grip. So monkey grip is when you put the thumb in. The thumb actually can hinder and get in the way of trying to pull up. This way, it is just a sheer press. Questions? Okay. Thank you. Roll off the stage. There you go. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. There you go. I like that.
I kept thinking of the one where I was prone.
Yeah.
That's what
With that,
that would have
do the hand pull. So now Ronna's going to pull your arm. That's when you sit and spin. Is being dead body. Go ahead and sit down. And Ronna's going to pull your arm, which is actually the other one. He's going to pull your arm, and then you're going to sit and spin, turn into him. There you go. Good. So those are the two. A lot of your hair. You have no hair.
All my hair.
To support that, drop your elbows in front. There you go. Pick directions up to you, and then the spins. Keep that. Sit up.
So look at this position.
And keep in mind, I went with you. If I didn't, then I would have already heard. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You can clinch. There you go. Pick the direction and roll. Tap. I wasn't ready for that one. I thought you were going to go the other way. I was ready to roll. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Button. Push your legs out. Have a seat.
Is that what we just did?
Yeah.
What we said for this thing?
Here's a friend in Italy that he's texting about the vineyard.
So I have about 3 feet is legal distance for sidewalks for get to a street. I pull her into my vehicle. She's going to spin in her hip. And this is a matter of picking. If she just pushes, I actually have no more leverage. I can't pull her anymore. One foot can dedicate just to push. The other one actually can kick the crap out of the joint. So, okay. Two hands work the same way. But I'm just put this back down. Put your arm. Go ahead, face that way. Put your arms in. Go ahead, face that way. So your arms are going to end up crossing. So if she drags back, she's going to pivot. Her arms are crossed with the same principle. Both legs are now planted. I don't have any leverage now to push. Okay? Try. So there you go. So this one was say plant. That is the one that kick or to kick. Okay. And then two hands. You can say right there if you like. Brilliant. Hands up. Good. Makes sense? You got a cramp? Yay! You got a cramp. Okay, you can give a test.
Okay. So when somebody is in your guard, one person is laying down, and the other person is mounting them. So you're going to go ahead and sit across his waist.
I won't,
And
but I won't,
you're going to be on your knees.
I won't close guard. I don't want.
Yeah, close guard.
Close guard is I'm going to be in between.
Yes, yes. So, I'm sorry. So yes, you're going to be in between. And Rana is going to cross his ankles. Close guard means when the ankles are crossed. And as well, what this individual is going to do is it's going to put him more at an advantage if he hikes his knees up because he's going to pull him down. And one thing that he can do is if he was wearing a long sleeve shirt or a gi, is he could take this hand, stick it underneath his shirt or his lapel, and with this hand, put it on the outside of his arm or his gi and trap him to bring him down closer. That's one way to keep him close because you want to close that gap. All right, go ahead and sit back up. Anything else that you would? The other thing I was
What's the purpose? What's pros and cons of this? Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay. Keeping the knees in is a good thing because it keeps him secure. If you open your guard, it gives you more of an advantage to get out. And his goal is to try to keep you in. So if Mr. Rana takes maybe one leg down, you still have the availability to spin and do it and get out of it. The other piece is how close he's holding the knees in. You want to keep the knees right in towards the ribs so that he's keeping them close.
So you just said something. So if I'm in his guard, but his goal is to keep me in, I'm the bad guy, it's the woman, I'm wanting to do some harm, isn't the goal really to get away?
Yes.
So why would he be doing this as far as putting me in a guard if he's wanting to get away?
Well, because you could do something to him, so he still wants to maintain control.
Yeah, but he only weighs 150 pounds. I'm 195. I mean, I can outweigh him. So
It's not a weight issue necessarily. I mean, he could. All it takes is a different angle, and you could basically do something to him. So, if he's able to close the gap on you, then he has more dominance in the situation.
So what would be the difference between? Again, he wants to get away.
Right.
So why does he want to hold me?
So he can trap you.
I have a theory.
So
Okay, what's the theory?
Tell me that.
Getting rid of the distance that it would take for you to swing anything at me.
Yeah.
Swinging punches.
Yeah, punches, yeah. Or elbows.
So
Because ideally, that's true, ideally. But I was thinking of his position, not yours.
it's both. So you have to have one without the
I
other.
was thinking his. But yeah, that's true. Because ideally, if you're on top, you could be throwing elbows, punches at him. Basically breaking him or tearing him down.
So if you
or you could be throwing elbows into the inner thighs to
so
break the whole
are his legs really going to help him keep me under control?
to some degree, yeah.
Okay,
To
I mean,
some
so
degree, yeah. Because if he lets go, yeah, it keeps you close so that you've got less ammunition against him, meaning your arms and
so
your legs.
I can't. So I'm not able to get momentum or leverage.
You will
with
have
his-
less leverage. You will have less
Okay.
leverage and less momentum.
So if he has a closed guard, then I can still hit him. So what do I have? So what does
So
he
what
have to
he
do?
needs to do is, the closer that he has his hips up on you, for example, like there's a difference between him having his lower back down and him being actually raised up as high as he can. So really being close to you, being up here. So Mr. Rana is even higher. And then if he reaches up and grabs the back of your neck with one hand and then holds you down, closing that gap, then he minimizes the ability of you doing something to him.
Yeah, but what's he going to do with me after? So let's say I'm here for 10 minutes. I mean,
I think I still take him.
Well, he can let go of one leg, push your knee down, snake his ankle over, and then roll you, and then he could be on top.
Okay, like Houdini. But all right,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. All right.
Frog. Frog-like.
Yeah, you do the frog leg kick. There's lots of
Frog leg
there's a
kick,
multitude.
okay.
Maybe he can just hug you until you're not mad anymore.
Yeah.
That's that. All right.
He could do a reversal on you.
Okay.
He could do an armbar on you.
Thank you. So keep in mind.